That thing we call love is actually the agape love. It's the divine nature. It's the nature of God. And at some point I started contrasting it with the Adamic love. The Adamic love is self-centered. But you see that agape love, it's selfless. You see, the thing about God is that when God sets his love upon you, that's it. It's not because of anything he's getting out of you, it's just because he has set his love upon you. And in marriage, for example, that's how love should be in marriage. Love shouldn't only be based on emotion. Love should be because this is my husband, this is my wife. You know, it's so interesting that we seem to understand that maybe in the family context, brothers and sisters don't love each other because they feel any emotional attachment. It's because they understand that's normal brothers and sisters. Because, you know, even in the last days, the Bible says lacking natural affection. Right? They understand that this is my brother. I have responsibilities to him as my brother. You see, that thing you call responsibility, that is the real definition of love. It's not just about how you feel. How many times do you feel butterflies in your stomach for your brother? You know the kind of sacrifices that some of us are willing to make for our brothers and sisters? If you come from a proper family. If I had to tell somebody one time, I say, see, come, listen. You did not give birth to these your brothers and sisters. They are not your responsibility. Because this one that you don't mind sinning because of your brothers and sisters. I said, it is your, are you with me? I say it is your duty to help them when you can. But a duty is different from a responsibility. It's your duty. You'll be a bad brother if you have money and your brothers are hungry. Do you agree with me? You're eating chicken, tearing chicken every day, and your own brother and sister has not eaten since yesterday, and that's how they've been living their life. You're a wicked person. Reduce the chicken, let your brother and sisters eat, right? But it's not your responsibility. So what's the difference between that and responsibility? Responsibility, you know, when you give birth to children, those children are your responsibility. You're the one that brought them into this world. So if it means you will sell your things, they are your responsibility. Love is patient. Love is kind. It is not envious. Love does not brag. Please, how does not bragging concern love? I will explain to you. It is not puffed up. It is not rude. You can love a person and be rude now. I mean, from the way we understand love. You can be providing for a person. Does that stop you from being rude? See, this is not describing that thing you used to think when we say love. It's describing a person. It's describing a nature. It's describing the nature of God. It's describing the divine nature. This is the way God behaves. You know, one day I was reading this and it dawned on me. I said, just replace love with God. If you replace love with God here, it will even make this scripture will make more sense. Yeah? It says, it is not rude. God is not rude. God is not self-serving. God does not get angry easily. Right? It says love is not easily angered. But I say just for the sake of understanding, it is not resentful. It is not glad about injustice. How does this describe an inanimate thing? How does this describe? Are you understanding? How does this describe love, which is not a person? If love is not a nature. But in order for this to make sense, you need to understand that this love is talking about is agape, and it's talking about the divine nature, and the summation of the divine nature is love. Brother, that is the nature that you must have.